This is Jared with My Healthy Food Quest. I'm excited to share with you 5 different sauces that you can pair with just about anything. The recipe for each sauce will be in the description below. For the first recipe, it's going to be a garlic confit mayo, so let's get started. To make the confit, you're going to add any oil of your choice. I have about 40 garlic cloves here. Once it comes to a boil, you're going to turn the flame down to let it simmer. You're going to add all of your aromatics in. You're going to add your spicy pepper. Then you turn the flame off and you let it soak for about 20 to 30 minutes till it comes back down to room temperature. Now it's time to remove the aromatics from the oil. You can leave behind the peppers and the garlic. The next step is to season with salt and pepper. Now add your mustard and 2 eggs. We have finally reached the fun part. You're going to use your stick blender and you're going to blend everything until you get a nice creamy consistency. You can also do this directly in a deli cup, but I like the pot because you have more surface area to work with. When you're done mixing, add your lemon juice and blend until thoroughly incorporated. It's time to transfer the sauce into any container of your choice. I love using mason jars. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next clip. Stay tuned. For this clip, we're going to be making coleslaw dressing. Grab your mustard seeds, pour them into a mortar and pestle, and then we're going to grind them into a powder. Add the mustard seeds to a mason jar, and then you're going to season it with salt and pepper. Next, we're going to add 2 egg yolks. After that, we're going to add our vinegar, and then after that, we're going to blend it directly into the mason jar. I'm starting with this simple whisk attachment, but then I switched to my stick blender because it is a lot more powerful. This is the consistency that you are looking for. It's now time to prepare the cabbage for the slaw. You're just going to want to cut the cabbage down the middle. You're going to want to take out the core. And then after you take out the core, you're going to cut it down the middle one more time. And then you're going to slice it into strips. I store mine in a Ziploc bag just to put it away for later use. I've had this green cabbage from another video. I'm just adding it with the red cabbage. Then you're going to pour your dressing and you're going to mix thoroughly. I like to use my hand with the glove. It's easier to incorporate everything. Make sure you mix very well. And then after that, you're going to transfer this into a deli cup and then you're going to let it sit in the refrigerator for a couple hours so all of the flavors marinate. Thank you for watching. Now let's head on over to the next sauce. We're going to be making a simple tomato sauce that can be used for pizzas, stews, anything you like. I like to go heavy on the basil, so here's my fresh basil plant, and I'm just picking the leaves right off. Excuse me while I take a moment to savor in the lovely smell of this fresh basil. I'm going with these organic whole peel Roma tomatoes, just to keep it simple. These are canned. If you want to use the fresh way, you can. It's going to take a little bit longer. I'm just trying to speed things up just for the person at home. I like to pour everything into the Pyrex jar and directly mix everything one time. After that, you're going to season it with your Gourmet Collection pasta herb blend. You're going to add some sugar, and then after that, you're going to add some spicy sea salt. Now it's time to give it a really good blend. Once the desired consistency is reached, all you're going to do is transfer it to a mason jar and you're good to go. Can't wait to show you the next recipe. See you soon. Next up, we are going to be making a Sriracha mayo. I'm going to be adding an avocado because I love avocados. Right now, I'm just putting the mayonnaise in the Pyrex jar. Next up, I'm gonna grab the Sriracha bottle. I'm gonna empty about half of the Sriracha in there. I really don't measure, I just do things to taste. I added a little bit of water in the mayonnaise bottle just so I can get all of the contents out because it was near the end. So this is a simple trick you can do. I'm adding this roasted garlic seasoning because I want to experiment with the flavors, and I'm very happy how it came out. So I'm using about a tablespoon. I'm going to be using the juice of 1 lemon. Once you have all of the contents in the Pyrex jar, you're going to keep whisking until everything is combined. In culinary school, we learned the technique to whisk in the number 8 pattern, which I will show you right now. You're going to add the contents of 1 avocado and put everything into the Pyrex jar, and then you're going to take a stick blender and you're going to blend it until you get a nice consistency. Next, transfer it into a squeeze bottle. This makes it easier to disperse on anything you need. I love to put labels on everything. This makes it easier to identify in the kitchen. I'm just writing out spicy avocado mayo. I'm gonna stick it to the side of the bottle. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next recipe. Last but not least, we have made it to the final video. We are making a Taziki sauce. I will list out all of the ingredients on the screen. This way you know everything that I'm using for this sauce. Taziki has roots in Middle Eastern and Indian cuisines, showcasing the influence of various culinary traditions. It's time to peel the cucumbers. I like to peel them because this is where the pesticides are. They're always on the outside of the skin. Also, I'm just going to show you a couple of different angles, just as more for the visual effects of how I peel the cucumber. I am going to juice about 3 lemons, and then I will transfer it into a jar. However, I don't need all of the juice of 3 lemons. I'm just gonna add it as I need and taste as I go along. Quick fact, I'm using the rest of this Greek yogurt because it was starting to go bad. I bought this yogurt with the intention of eating it every day, but then I got sidetracked. So at least a good recipe came from this. Next up, we mince our herbs. I have thyme and dill. I'm using this rockin' chopper. I will leave the link in the description below. I love using this to cut herbs because the chance of cutting yourself are minimal. The more comfortable you are with this knife, the faster you can go. Just make sure that you keep everything into the center of your cutting board, rocking left and right, constantly scraping everything to the middle. Use your hands to bring everything to the middle, and you have yourself some beautiful minced herbs. Once you are done chopping your herbs, transfer it into your bowl with the yogurt. It's time to grate your cucumber. I used about 3 cucumbers for this recipe. Just remember, when grating a cucumber, be very careful when you get close to the end because you could cut your fingers. Once you are done grating the cucumber, you're gonna add it to the bowl with the yogurt and your herbs, and you're gonna give it a really good mix. Next, add your lemon juice to taste. Then after that, season generously with salt and pepper. Now that everything is in a bowl, keep mixing it until all of the flavors combine. You might need to add a little bit more lemon juice. You might need to add a little bit more salt and pepper. I learned this technique in culinary school, rotating the bowl clockwise and rotating the spatula counterclockwise. It keeps everything neat and in the bowl. And we have reached the finish line. It is time to put your Taziki sauce in a nice clean mason jar and store it in the refrigerator. You can use this on anything you desire. You can put it on burgers, you can put it on gyros, you can put it on anything. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comment section below which one was your favorite sauce. Stay healthy, my friends, and see you in the next video.